I had a husband who everyone admired, handsome, successful, charming, and caring, or at least, that's what I thought. But what I didn't know was that behind his perfect smile was a secret that would shatter everything I believed in. It all started 3 years ago. My husband, Daniel, and I had been married for 7 years. We met at a business seminar. He was that man who drew attention without even trying. Confident, well-spoken, with eyes that made you feel seen. When he proposed, I thought my dreams had come true. He knelt under the stars, promised me forever, and I believed him. I should have known that not every promise made under the stars survives the sunrise. Our life seemed perfect to everyone else. We had a beautiful home in the city, a car I'd always wanted, vacations twice a year, and smiles in every picture. People called us the power couple, but what they didn't see was how lonely I felt inside that house. Daniel was drifting away, one lie at a time. His phone was always on silent, his hugs became shorter, and his goodnight kisses became mechanical. I told myself he was just stressed. That's what loving wives do, they make excuses. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. One night, the rain poured endlessly. I made his favorite meal, roasted chicken and mashed potatoes, hoping it might bring us close again. I waited. Hours passed. The food turned cold, my hope even colder. When he finally walked in, the smell of another woman's perfume hit me like a knife. It wasn't mine. I asked, trying to stay calm, "Where have you been?" He smiled faintly, loosened his tie, and said, "Grace, you worry too much. It was just a work dinner." But his eyes, they told a story his mouth never would. After that night, I started noticing the details: lipstick on his shirt collar, a mysterious number calling past midnight, sudden business trips that didn't exist on his calendar. My heart was breaking, but my pride told me to stay silent. Until one Sunday morning, my silence broke. He was in the shower, and his phone buzzed. I didn't want to look, but something pushed me to. What I saw made my knees weak. A message from a woman named Lisa. "Last night was amazing. I can't wait for next weekend, baby." There were dozens more: hotel bookings, romantic selfies, even plans for a secret trip to Paris. I dropped the phone, shaking, tears blurring the screen. When Daniel came out, I confronted him. He didn't deny it. He just looked at me with a strange calmness and said, "Grace, you've changed. You're not the woman I married." That sentence broke me. How could he, the liar, the betrayer, say I had changed? For days, I locked myself in our bedroom. I couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. The same question kept echoing in my head. What did I do wrong? The truth is, I did nothing wrong. I just loved the wrong person too much. One morning, I went out to the park just to breathe. I sat on a bench, crying quietly, hiding my face from the world. Then, a gentle voice said, "You look like someone carrying a heavy heart." It was an older woman with kind eyes and a calm presence. She sat beside me without asking too many questions. Her name was Mrs. Helen. For the first time in weeks, I spoke, really spoke. I told her everything. The betrayal, the pain, the loneliness. She listened carefully, not interrupting once. When I was done, she held my hand and said softly, "Grace, sometimes God breaks our hearts to save our souls. Don't let this pain define you. Let it refine you." Those words, they planted something in me, hope. She invited me to a women's support group she ran every Thursday. I went. The first few times, I barely spoke. But slowly, I began to open up. I met women who had been through worse and still found strength to smile again. Their stories became my medicine. With Mrs. Helen's encouragement, I started finding myself again. I took a baking class, something I had always wanted to do. What began as therapy soon became passion. Within months, I opened a small bakery in town. And for the first time in years, I felt alive. Then came the day I never expected. It was a bright Saturday morning. I was arranging cupcakes when I saw him, Daniel, standing outside my bakery. My heart raced, but not from love. From control. From strength. He walked in, looking older, broken, desperate. "Grace," he said, "I made a terrible mistake. Lisa left me. She stole my money and disappeared. Please, can we start over?" For a moment, I just stared at him. The man who once made me feel small was now standing before me, asking for mercy. I smiled and said calmly, "Daniel, I forgive you, but forgiveness doesn't mean reunion." He blinked, confused. I could tell he wasn't expecting that answer. As he turned to leave, the bell above my bakery door jingled, and Mrs. Helen walked in. The look on Daniel's face turned pale. He froze. "Mrs. Helen?" he whispered. That's when I learned the shocking truth. Mrs. Helen was Lisa's aunt. She had known everything from the beginning, the affair, the deceit, the lies. But she also knew Lisa didn't realize Daniel was married. When Lisa found out, she left him and confessed everything to her aunt, who later met me in the park by chance. Only it wasn't chance. She wanted to see the woman Daniel had betrayed, to help her heal instead of hate. It was poetic justice. The stranger who saved me was connected to the very man who broke me. After that day, I finally let go of Daniel completely. No more anger. No more tears. Just peace. My bakery grew faster than I ever imagined. I began offering free baking classes for women going through heartbreak, teaching them how to rise again through creativity and community. Helping them heal became my calling. 2 years later, during a food festival, I met Leo, a gentle, humble architect with a kind smile. He didn't promise me the world. He promised me honesty, respect, and time. Time to heal, time to trust, time to love again. Our relationship grew slowly but beautifully. He would visit my bakery every morning, not for the pastries, but to see me smile. When he proposed, it wasn't grand or flashy. He simply said, "Grace, I don't want to fix your past. I just want to build your future with you." I cried. But this time, they were tears of healing, not heartbreak. On our wedding day, as I walked down the aisle, I saw Mrs. Helen in the crowd. She smiled at me, proud, peaceful, radiant. As I stood next to Leo, I whispered, "You were right, Mrs. Helen. Sometimes pain saves the soul." Now, when people ask about my past, I don't hide it. I smile and say, the shocking outcome of my marriage wasn't the betrayal. It was how I found myself, my peace, and the stranger who helped me become whole again.